Aren't you tired of feeling motivated to learn English? You start studying, but then all of a sudden you stop, you lose momentum, and you stop making progress? Well, that is because you have to build habits. Hello, it's Francisca from English to Thrive. I'm an English confidence mentor. Welcome back to my channel where I help tech-savvy professionals who want to go from feeling limited, frustrated to absolutely confident, fluent, so they can grow professionally, personally, and capitalize on more career opportunities in English-speaking scenarios. You're going to want to watch the entire video because you'll learn 6 different effective habits you can do every single day to master English and finally speak like a native English speaker. If you're excited about watching this video, make sure you give it a little like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know when I release videos every single Friday about English confidence. So as someone who breathes and lives English every single day without being in an English-speaking country, I have really mastered a different short activities that have led me to having the super advanced native-like level I have today. Now, people ask me, how do you do it? Like, how do you immerse yourself if you're not even in the US, you're not in Canada, you're not in the UK? Well, I'm going to share my secrets. So let's begin. The first habit you're going to want to implement is learning in English. So this might sound a little bit boring. I don't know about you, but I'm such a nerd. I mean, I love learning, and learning is a part of your daily activities as a professional or as a student. So why not do it in English? See, nowadays we have such access to resources online, to infinite amounts of knowledge. And a couple of sites that you can visit or subscribe to are membership sites, online platforms, and courses that you see a lot of advertising about, even free courses. And the idea is that you subscribe to things that you love, because, for example, I don't love economy. No offense to economists, so that's not something that I'm passionate about. So I'm not gonna go and subscribe to a course about economy. See, what I love to do is subscribe to membership sites that talk about entrepreneurship. I go to as well apps and download books that talk about personal growth. That is my jam. That is what I love. So what I try and do every single day is put on a few minutes of an audio that talks about personal growth, and that not only accelerates vocabulary in a huge way, but that also helps you to stay motivated, to improve, to self-improve, and to be an effective learner. Now, you want to keep sources diversified. And what do I mean by this? So, for example, if you're a learner that enjoys more audio, then put on a podcast, right? If you're someone that prefers learning by watching documentaries, put on some Netflix. I mean, make it easy for yourself. Also, make sure you block off time, a few minutes, to watch a video of an influencer that you like, a speaker that you like, and you'll see how little by little you're gonna wanna wake up and just put in a few minutes of something that makes you learn more words in English and also makes you grow professionally and personally. Now, the good thing about this is because learning is such a universal thing, your brain will associate doing daily activities with English, and that is all you need to really master the language, is immersing yourself and living as if you were a native English speaker. And part of this is learning. Second effective habit I want you to do every single day is journaling. And journaling is such an amazing writing exercise. And the best thing is that it is not boring, it is not heavy, it's not like you're gonna write an academic essay or something. It's just you expressing your feelings. And it's just you getting all the things that you have in your head into a piece of paper. So this is a very healing activity that promotes inner confidence, but it is also something that you can do easily. You just need a notebook, a piece of paper, and it does not have to be perfect. I always say to my students inside the English Confidence Method, and by the way, if you don't know what that is, it is my signature program where I help tech-savvy professionals go from limited and frustrated to confident and fluent, and you can check out more on that below. I have a link where you can apply. But anyway, my students start by just writing what they have within. And so that helps them think, again, less in another language and more in English. And for me, it's not about writing perfectly, right? For me, it's about writing even if you make mistakes, because you can improve over time. Now, journaling is a habit, as I say, that it's not only about English, it's also about personal and professional growth. So here are some prompts that can help you get started with this amazing daily habit. I am grateful because I know I inspire everyone by being. One thing I want to remember about my personal success is today I'm grateful for. The best part about this is, as I said, it is not only about English learning. It is about you, how you can motivate yourself daily, and how you can become this masterful English speaker while also increasing in confidence. Now, the third habit I want you to practice daily is actually, okay, this is a little bit weird, so bear with me, talking to yourself. Okay, so you may not want to do this while you're in a supermarket or a public place, but if you're alone at home, this is something that we generally do in our native language, right? We generally think out loud, and we generally process things that we're going throughout the day. So why not doing it in English? This is something that when I started doing, it started affirming this identity in me of a native English speaker. And I know that when my students say, okay, I'm even like dreaming in English now, I'm even like saying things to myself out loud, I'm so happy and I'm so proud, because that is the beginning of you just doing things that are different from just, grammar exercises and just things that only stay in the paper. It is different when you start thinking out loud and when you start saying things to yourself. Now, what you can do is as well talking to yourself in the mirror, saying positive things. And again, these are exercises that are not only gonna help you with fluency, but also with your confidence. A very specific activity in talking to yourself I would recommend is when you go through a difficult time in your life, right? We have the habit of, when we make mistakes, of talking, just being a little too harsh on ourselves, right? And so what I want you to do is shift that. Instead of, oh my God, I'm never gonna get this right, I always make mistakes, why am I like so dumb? I mean, things that really do not reaffirm the confidence within ourselves. Instead, say things like, okay, I'm amazing as I am. I know I'm gonna improve. Maybe I made this mistake, but this is all part of the process. Make the self-talk positive and make the self-talk something that motivates you to learn English even more. The fourth everyday habit to improve your English is listening to music and singing it. And why not dancing it as well? So I use a lot of music inside of my signature program, and my students always say, how cool are the songs here? I actually give them songs so that they can feel out and they can feel the rhythm and they can have fun, because there's no point in learning something if you don't enjoy the process. If there's no point in learning something if you don't have fun. And so what I want you to do is, next time you actually listen to a song, sing it. I don't care if you're out of tune, whatever, but sing it, and you'll see how if you do this every day, you are going to start to learn new words. You're going to start to ameliorate your pronunciation, to improve your tone and just how you enunciate different words, and also dance it out. Life can sometimes be a little bit difficult. Every day we have challenges that we have to overcome. So let's not make learning or mastering a skill boring. Let's just enjoy and let's learn new words in the process. There are many tools that you can use for this. You can use YouTube, you can use Spotify, and I also talk about this activity in this video right here, so you check it out. Are you excited to implement this daily habit? So let me know in the comments below. I would love for you to share if you've actually implemented these activities. I'd love to know if you haven't tried these activities yet, when are you going to try them, and if you're excited. Now, the fifth habit is something that my tech-savvy students also do, and it is subscribing to newsletters. Now, email is something that we check every single day, or at least I do. And so it is an excellent source of vocabulary learning. Now, I know that I've subscribed to newsletters about, again, personal growth. I've subscribed to, to James Clear newsletter to learn more about atomic habits. I know that I've also subscribed to things about music and about, entrepreneurship. And so you can apply that same principle to your professional. See, I have a student that she's a data scientist. So she now has subscribed to more newsletters that apply to her profession. So this not only means that she is learning more words every single day, because every time she opens up her cell phone, she's like, oh my God, I have this email. So she opens it up, she reads it, but she's also growing professionally because she's learning more about how to speak and how to conduct herself according to her own field. Now, I do have a tip about this, and it is that don't stay only at reading. So if you open your newsletter, what you could do is also, if you have an iPhone, there's this cool notes app, right? So for example, what you can do is highlight the word and then write it out. And you can use also tools like word reference and Merriam-Webster to learn more about the meaning. Meaning, don't stay only at, okay, I read it out, or this is like boring, I'm gonna read like 20 paragraphs. No, really dipping into what you're absorbing so that you can build an endless pipeline of vocabulary that will make you a better English speaker. Now, the sixth everyday habit that I want you to try is having 10 or 15-minute chats with friends from the US, Canada, the UK, just native English speakers. I know that I've made a friend in this community of entrepreneurship I'm in, and I try and talk to her every single day. And this not only makes me feel so amazing because she's such a great person, but I also get to practice English every single day. And like I say, these talks do not have to be like an hour-long talks or 2-hour-long talks. No, they can be only a few minutes. But what this does is, again, reaffirming conversation practice and reaffirming you stepping out of the comfort zone. Because we all know that we can be a little bit shy when we connect with other people. But if you think about the end goal, what is the end goal? The end goal is becoming a better English speaker so that you can grow and capitalize on career opportunities. So if you think about that goal, you're not going to be shy anymore, and you're gonna, even if it feels uncomfortable, you're gonna connect with people from different walks of life every single day. And you can not only gain amazing friendships in the process, but you can learn phrases and daily language that you wouldn't learn from a book that you would read, that you would only learn from actually listening to a native English speaker. And that is pretty valuable and amazing. Now, I hope that you've enjoyed learning about these 6 different everyday habits. And a small tip that I have, and I also talk about that in this video right here, so make sure you check it out, is please start small, because a habit just doesn't happen overnight. It is a activity that builds over time. So be kind to yourself. It's okay if you start reading newsletters and then maybe you get bored, but maybe the following day you can open up that newsletter again and you read a little bit more. Try again and again and again. That is how habit is built. I'm rooting for you, and I hope that this habit become a part of you, and that in a few weeks from now, a few months from now, you're gonna look back and say, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself because I've actually stuck to a routine. Now, inside my program, the English Confidence Method, we always start with habit, because you cannot possibly become a masterful English speaker and a masterful professional that dominates the language if you really do not focus and create habits for yourself. So I am gonna leave a link below, so check it out so you can book a call, you can have a free strategy call, and you can speak with an actual human being to chart out your English confidence plan and see also if you're a fit for the program, because I want you to have a whole roadmap from going to limited and frustrated to confident fluent so that you can capitalize on more career opportunities. If that's something you're interested in, check out the link below. If you haven't liked the video yet, do so and subscribe, because I release videos every single Friday, and the next video I'm going to be sharing amazing lessons about pronunciations. And I'm also going to leave a playlist here about confidence building that can actually complement your habit building. Stay tuned. Bye bye.